I've helped over 100 guys get into high-ticket sales and land good remote sales roles. And in this video, I want to share a client interview that I did with one of my one-on-one students. His name is Leon. Basically, he's sharing exactly his experience working with me, his results in his first 3 weeks of working together, and the advice for you looking to get into high-ticket sales. So this is going to be very valuable, so make sure you lock in, watch this all the way through. And if you're interested in working with me, you can always book a call down below this video or message me on Instagram. Let's get into it. So I'm sitting here with Leon. We've been working together now for the last 3 weeks. He reached out to me on Instagram, wanted some help to get into remote high-ticket sales and get into a better financial spot. So last 3 weeks that we're working together, can you tell us a bit about kind of where your life was at and where you were at before we started working together?
Yeah, so before I reached out to you, I was really getting desperate because I am unemployed, or I was unemployed. And I've been living on my savings to try to pursue my own entrepreneurial journey. So my money was about to run out. I was contemplating going back to 9 to 5 because I have to pay rent somehow. But in a last effort, I ended up learning about sales really on a whim by just scrolling YouTube. And the more I looked into it, the more I started, seeing it as an opportunity. And eventually I found your channel and I resonated with you as a person. So I decided to reach out to you.
Awesome. At that point, have you ever had did you ever had any sales experience or ever done sales before when you reached out to me?
Yeah, so no, I'm a complete beginner when it comes to sales, which is also one of the reasons why I felt like I had to reach out to someone, because I had no idea how to get started, how to develop this skill. I had no idea where to look for jobs, where to look for help. So that's why I decided to reach out.
Yeah, cool. I really want to highlight this. It's really cool because Leon basically, he took a big step before, trying to get into entrepreneurship. He's been trying to make that happen, analyzed that entrepreneurship is hard to do. It makes more sense to learn a skill and master that. And he went all in on mastering the skill. And he said right now, he went from literally no experience, never having done this ever before. And can you tell me kind of what's changed now? Where are you at now after these 3 weeks of working together?
Yeah, so I mean, we've been working daily. We've been having calls. We've been having Zoom meetings. You've been giving me feedback and trying to, give me as many exercises and as much work to do as possible to make use of all the free time I have. And we've been really making a lot of progress in a short time, to the point where, as you said before, now I'm actually in a position working as an appointment setter and on track to make 3K this month.
That's sick. Went from no experience at all, never done sales before. Now he's in a position, working with a company, is on track to make 3K in his first ever month. That's amazing. And I'm curious, when working together, what do you think has been the most, helpful thing or most valuable thing you gotten out from this time together?
So the most helpful by far has just been how hands-on you've been. I mean, I've never had to reach out to you. I've never had to make the steps. I've never had to force you to get in touch with me. It's always been the other way around. If anything, you forced me to join you on calls and join you on meetings, and so it's never been my responsibility for this entire journey. You've been really hands-on. You've been like a proper coach. You've had daily check-ins and you've taken most of the work on yourself.
And I'm also going to say that you've been really a good student as well. You've been showing up and implementing and taking feedback very well, because I usually challenge people and challenge you to kind of step up, make changes, and change how you think, beliefs, things like that. And you've been really open to that, implementing. You've literally been the perfect student. You've been implementing everything I told you, been putting the time, putting the reps, doing the exercises, showing up. And that's also a big part of seeing the results of the coaching that I've been giving you, the fact that you've been implementing all that as well. So that's really cool to see, for sure. And I think the last question I want to ask you is for someone else who, if you were to talk with yourself 6 months ago, even 1 year ago, or last 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago, what would you tell kind of that version of yourself when it comes to actually getting into sales, getting mentorship, and getting help from someone like me? What would be your advice to that version of yourself when it comes to that?
Well, honestly, I think before I was opposed to spending money on anything really. I've been, before this I was trying to pursue day trading, but I never actually paid for help. I never paid for a mentor. I never paid for a program. I never paid for education because I thought, well, it's all a scam. They're all gonna lie. I'm gonna waste my money. Until I actually tried it myself and took the step. And now I've realized, the immense value that I've received from it. And I think if I had not taken that step, I wouldn't be here right now, and I would probably be back at a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I agree. It comes down to two things. What I see for like myself as well in my own journey, it's very similar as well. It's like you first off, you need to be in the right vehicle, you need to be in the right boat, like focus on learning the right type of business model, which for most people is going to be sales. It's very simple. You learn one thing instead of building a business. And if you combine that with mentorship from someone who's done it, like that's basically this key for succeeding with it. I'm very excited to see your journey moving forward as well with the company that you're with, continue scaling with them. So that's it for this interview. Hopefully you guys found this valuable. You got some nuggets away from this video. And if you want the same type of coaching that Leon got to get similar results to him, you can apply for one-on-one coaching with me down below this video by booking a call or messaging me on Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next video.